I'm Kayla and welcome back to the Ollie Perspective. Now, I don't normally talk about baseball and MLB on this show, but I just feel like I have to talk about this today. So, the American League, it's about time for votes to go out for the American League MVP. And right now, people are split between Raleigh and Aaron Judge. Now, I know I'm a Yankees fan, so I may be slightly biased, but if we look at the numbers, Aaron Judge definitely should get the AL MVP this year. I mean, I know Cal, he's a catcher, and not only he's a catcher, he's hit 60 home runs this year. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, last night he hit one more. So he is possibly at 61 home runs this year, just to Aaron Judge 51. But if we really look at the numbers and get down into this, okay? I mean, Aaron Judge has the higher batting average at 330 compared to his 247. Aaron Judge on base percentage is almost 100 points higher than him, and that's partially because Aaron Judge has been intentionally walked 35 times this year. The next closest person with 33 is not even a person, it's an entire team, and they've been walked as an entire team a total of 33 times, whereas Judge has intentionally been walked 35 times, and he's just one person. And I mean, on top of that, his slugging percentage is almost 100 points higher, as well as his OPS and OPS plus. And I get it. People are saying Cal is having an historic season. He's a catcher. He's being able to hit 60 home runs. We haven't seen that in a while. He got his team into the playoffs for the first time in almost 15 years. I get it, guys. I get it. He deserves all the praise. He really does. But in the end, I think Aaron Judge gets to he's the person that I think that teams fear the most. They don't want him at the plate. That's why they intentionally walk him. No matter what goes on, I mean, if we look at it, for instance, in this last series, the Chicago White Sox, they're out of the playoffs. They've lost over 100 games this year, and when they were down 3-1 and it was a runner on second and third, they decided to intentionally walk Judge. They have no reason to do that. I mean, they're not in playoff contention, but that's how much they fear him. Teams do not want to lose because of Aaron Judge. And I think that is what gets him the edge as the AL MVP. Hopefully the voters see it the way I do, but if they don't, I mean, Cal, great season. I mean, 60 home runs. We don't get to see that often. And then also this year in MLB, we saw 4 hitters hit over 50 home runs, and we have not seen that in over 30 plus years, if I'm not mistaken, if not longer. So that's all I have to say about baseball. Now, when we get on to college football, all right, we have some pretty good games this week. And by pretty good, I mean we have some really good games. I mean, we're going to have Alabama and Georgia. Now, this Alabama holds the head-to-head over Georgia 8-1, if I'm not mistaken. But Georgia is at home. The Crimson Tide are going to have to go into Athens and try to defeat Georgia, which is the hardest place to beat Georgia, okay? Georgia is on a 28-game home winning streak, and I think they're going to make it 29, okay? I think people are underestimating Georgia a little bit, and I know that's saying a lot because they are ranked higher than Alabama, and I think Alabama might be slight favorites. I know Ty Simpson is playing well, and Alabama has a really great secondary. But their offensive line is not as strong as Alabama's offensive line is not as strong as we've seen in previous years. And the offensive line coach said he's going to continue rotating players in and out instead of sticking with a solid 5. And I think that might be their downfall. And of course, you know, people can say in conferences what they're going to do, but then when game times come, they have an entire different situation, entirely different mindset. But that's something to keep an eye on. I think Georgia defensive line is going to edge out Alabama's offensive line. And I think that is what's going to get Georgia the win. And I mean, going into Georgia is just a hard place to win. Kirby Smart, he's smart. That man is a really good coach, and I think he's going to prepare his team well to go up against the Crimson Tide and to continue that winning streak. And I guess we'll see how things play out. But in the end, I think Georgia is going to out-nudge Alabama this Saturday. Now, another game to keep an eye out for is Oregon-Penn State, and it is Penn State's annual Whiteout game, so the crowd will be rocking. Oregon has a terrific offense. I mean, they've just run all over the field on everybody all season. Penn State offense has been a little inconsistent, but I think Penn State is going to have the home field advantage, and even though they have the home field advantage, I think Oregon is going to beat Penn State. I think Oregon's offense is just too high-powered, and I don't think Penn State has enough firepower on offense to change that or correct that. So I'm going to give the edge to Oregon on that one. And finally, in the NFL, we saw last week the Lions pretty much run all over the Ravens defense. And Lamar needs help, man. I mean, Lamar has played great in his first few games. No turnovers. He has 9 touchdown passes, I believe. Could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure he does. He's been pretty accurate with the ball. Derrick Henry just hasn't been rushing like he was rushing last year. And he has fumbled in every single game, and that has not helped the Ravens at all. So I hope the Ravens can get it together and get Lamar some help, because, I mean, he's continuously to play great game and great balls, and he just don't have the teammate. Like, his teammates aren't doing what they need to do for him so that he can go on and get the victory. And also, I want to highlight the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, I did not see them starting 3-0 this season, especially when they said that Daniel Jones was going to be the starting quarterback. And, I mean, we have a long season to go, but shout out to them, because whatever they're doing is working, and we're going to see if it continues to work throughout the season. And also, as a Carolina Panthers fan, I must give a shout out to the Carolina Panthers, who shut out the Atlanta Falcons 30-0. I don't think I've ever been so happy before for my Carolina Panthers. I know we're still only 1-2, but I mean, that's great momentum. And now Bryce Young is now 3-1 against the Falcons. So I like our chances against the Falcons a lot, okay? But I'll be back here next week, and we'll talk about the Georgia and Alabama game, as well as the Oregon and Penn State game. And once again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm Kayla Ali, and this is the Ali Perspective.